Hey guys, I'm Mason, and NFL season is back, so here are my Week 1 NFL game picks. Thursday night, NFL gave us a great one to kick off the season. Ravens at the Chiefs, super excited for this one. The Chiefs obviously had a great season last year, won the Super Bowl. Ravens, I'm really excited to watch this year after they added Derrick Henry. I think their offense is going to be really hard to stop, and that's why I'm giving the Ravens the win in a high-scoring 31-27 game. So excited for it. Then we have the Packers at the Eagles. This is going to be another really good one because the Packers were doing really good towards the end of last season. Eagles have been a solid team for a couple years now. This should be another, like I said, close game. Probably high scoring again. Should be really exciting. I like the Eagles in this one. The addition of Saquon Barkley, I think, is really going to help this team out. Yeah, they lost Jason Kelsey and a couple others over the offseason, but I think Saquon Barkley is going to be a huge help to this team, and I'm giving the Eagles the win 26-30. The Steelers at the Falcons. Two more teams that a lot has changed. We got Russell Wilson as quarterback for the Steelers, and then we have Kirk Cousins as the starting quarterback for the Falcons. So these teams are going to look very different. I don't know if they're going to be all that great week one. I think it might. The Steelers especially, I watched them a little closer than the Falcons in preseason, and they didn't look great, but I think they'll be able to sort things out and maybe have a decent season. As far as the Falcons, again, a new quarterback, it might take them a little bit of time, so I don't expect to see a high-scoring game here, and I think the Falcons will win this one, 20-23. The Cardinals at the Bills. The Cardinals have a chance at being decent this season, but I think the Bills are just a much better team here. I don't think this game will be all that close. But like I said, the Cardinals have a shot. They have decent players now. But I'm going with Buffalo, 16-28. The Titans at the Bears. Super excited for this game as a Bears fan. Just because it's first game, we get to see all the starters. Bears made a lot of changes this offseason. Their offense is looking really good. Like on paper, this should be a really, really good offense. Caleb Williams taken first overall. He looked good in preseason, so I am super excited to watch this. I'm going to be an optimistic fan and pick Chicago in this one, 22-28. The Patriots at the Bengals. Patriots are starting Jacoby Brissett at quarterback, and Bengals have Joe Burrow, and he's healthy. The Bengals are healthy, and I think they're going to have a fairly easy game here. Final score 17-34 Cincinnati. Texans at the Colts. I'm really excited for this one too because the Texans were fun to watch last season. Tank Dell is going to be back for Houston. That was a huge loss for them on offense when he went injured. And Anthony Richardson for the Colts is going to be healthy, so he'll be playing. So this should be a really exciting game to watch. But I think the Texans will end up winning this one, 27-20. The Jaguars at the Dolphins. This should be another interesting one. I think both of these teams have a decently bright future. They both have had pretty good offensive performance. Like last season, they both played good. So this should be a close one. I kind of think it'll be high scoring, but also first week. Teams are still probably getting things figured out. This should be a close one. I'm going with the Jaguars though. Final score 30-27. Okay, we have the Panthers at the Saints. I don't know if either of these teams will play that great, especially first game. I don't know. I don't know all that much about these two teams, if I'm going to be completely honest. But I'm guessing a low score, 19-16 win for the Carolina Panthers. The Vikings at the Giants. Unfortunately, J.J. McCarthy is out for the season with an injury. The Vikings drafted him in the first round, so that is really tough for Minnesota fans. I don't know who they named starting quarterback for week one, but I don't think they're going to end up winning this game. The Giants aren't a great team, but they had a good draft. They took Malik Neighbors in the first round. That'll help Daniel Jones a lot. So they could have a decent season, but they'll definitely win this game. Final score 13-20. Okay, the Raiders at the Chargers. Raiders had an interesting draft, I'll say that. They took a tight end in the first round when they probably should have taken a quarterback, in my opinion. They're starting Gardner Minshew, and he's not a bad quarterback. I just don't know if he's good enough to like start a full season. We'll see though. We'll see. The Chargers, in my opinion, in this game are just the much more complete roster. They're the better team here. So I'm picking Chargers 20 to 30. The Broncos at the Seahawks. I'm kind of excited for this one too. The Broncos have a new quarterback, I believe. They drafted Bo Nix. I don't know. I get some of those quarterbacks mixed up. A lot of them went in the first round. And the Seahawks, they're starting Geno Smith, I believe, in week 1. But they still have those 3 good receivers with Metcalf, Lockett, and JSN. So they should be fun to watch this year. And I see the Seahawks as the more complete team here. Final score 17-23 Seattle. Cowboys at the Browns. This should be a good one. The Cowboys always seem to do really good in the regular season, especially the beginning of the regular season. And I don't really expect anything to be different here. The Browns, however, are healthy for the most part, I believe. Actually, that might be completely healthy. I think Deshaun Watson will play, Nick Chubb will play, Myles Garrett. They should be healthy week 1 anyway. So it'll be a really close game, but just because the Cowboys always seem to start their seasons really strong, I'm going with Dallas in this one, 24-23. The Commanders at the Buccaneers. I think this one will be a close game. However, I'm not like overly interested in it, just because I don't see either of these teams being like super entertaining this season or making it super far. I don't know. Anything could happen in the NFL though. But I see the Buccaneers as the better team in this one. Final score 20-26. Rams at the Lions. This is one I'm super excited for. It's Sunday night, and this should be a great game. I don't know who to go with, to be honest. I went back and forth on this one a lot. Ultimately, I think I'm going to go with the Lions, just because they looked really good last season. I mean, they made it to the championship round of the playoffs, and they were playing good football, especially towards the end of the season. The Rams weren't doing bad either, and I won't be surprised if they win this one, but I'm sticking with the Lions, 30-34. Then Monday night we have the Jets at the 49ers, another one I'm really excited for. If Aaron Rodgers can stay healthy, I really think the Jets will be a huge threat to all teams this season, because quarterback was the one position that they weren't that strong in. Their defense was strong last season. They have good receivers, good running backs. It seems like a good O-line. So like they're going to be a really tough team if they can stay healthy. Same goes with the 49ers. I mean, obviously they had a good season last year. They're healthy. Like they have stars all over the field. So it should be a really close game. I'm going with the 49ers in this one. 20-26. We have one person from FanPix going with the Jets and 2 for the 49ers. Let me know in the comments what you think, like who's going to win this week. And if you want to join our Discord server to be part of FanPix and just talk about the games with us, go ahead and join it. We have a link in the description, and I will see you next time on Good Gamers. Thanks for watching.